we're going to do a few things facing away. So we're going to start with our arms just behind us. We're going to take a little step forward, pulling those shoulder blades together, hands are out behind, feet are out to about mat width apart, and just feel that stretch. If you don't have enough stretch, take another little step away so that you do feel that. And take a little step back, bring the hands out to the side, and we're just going to pull them around. Whoop, and back to the side. Pull them around in front and bring them back. And again. So if you can get your hands to touch in the middle, that's great. If they only come to here, that's okay too. Three, two, one. Bring it back. Taking a little step forward. Now we're going to do some little bicep curls. So you're going to keep your elbows in close to the body, and we're going to pull the bands up to our shoulders and back down. Up and down. Two more. And last one. Bring them back. Bring your hands up overhead. Just stepping back so that you've got tension on the bands. Arms are right up above you. We're going to pull them forward. And we're going to lean forward a little bit so you're in a standing plank. So you've got to keep that core, back, butt, all the things fully engaged. And just hold it here. You should feel all those muscles going twitchy, twitchy, twitchy. And we're going to bring the arms down as we come back to upright. And we're going to bring them back up over our head, leaning into it again. And bring them back. Rolling the body back to upright. Take them up again. Hold it here. And coming back. And last one, coming up, holding it here. Bring them down nice and slowly. Good work. Okay, we're going to bring one arm up and drop it down behind our shoulder. The other one, we're going to bring the hand up so our hands are almost touching. And now we're going to lean into it a little bit. So the bands are really giving you that nice stretch. And just coming back to an upright stand, changing the hands over, other hand over, other one comes up, meeting somewhere in the middle, just leaning into it. You should feel a really good stretch, particularly on that top arm. And coming back to upright, changing sides again, back to the first side, leaning forward that little bit. And changing arms, leaning into it. And releasing the arms. Okay, now we're going to come around so we're facing our ankle point. We're going to come down onto our knees. Now you want to be a fair way away so you've got plenty of stretch on this. So put your hands down onto your mat, hanging onto your bands. If you want to, you can put your hand completely through So they're around your wrist. Come back a little bit. We're going to drop our butt back, knees out, and drop back into a child pose. So what's happening here is the bands are really pulling on those hands and maximizing your stretch. And now to counter that, we're going to take the hands out a little bit wider. We're going to come up onto all fours, and we're going to arch our back, looking up to the ceiling. And we're going to push our butt back again, dropping the head down, let the bands work their magic. Let your hands slide forward a little bit if you want to, get even more stretch. And coming back up to all fours, bring the head up, arching your back. And coming back. And we're just going to come down into a sideways sit. So we're going to be in like zigzag legs. But you still want to be a little bit distance away from your anchor point. So one hand's going to be down on the floor. The other hand is going to come up over your head and just let the band pull you back. If you want more stretch, of course, just move a little bit further away and let the top band pull you back towards your anchor point. And we'll change sides. So just bring that hand down to the floor, swap over, rolling over onto the other hip. One hand's down on the floor, the other one's coming up over your head. And bring that hand down to the floor as we rotate back around. We're going to swing around into a comfy cross-legged sit. Still have our bands on our wrists. And we're going to let the bands pull us down into a nice low stretch. So you might need to just sit a little bit further away. So just wriggle your bum backwards. Let the bands pull you. And coming back up, taking both legs out into a wide straddle. We're going to reach out for our feet. If you can grab onto your feet, once again, the bands are doing their magic. So just let them pull you. Keeping your toes up. And gently releasing it. Wriggling your hands out. We'll pop them down. And just come around, facing the front. And a nice comfy sit. Or just taking a couple of nice big deep breaths. Bring the arms up. Exhaling on the way down. And again. Big exhale. One more up to the ceiling. Holding it here. Big exhale as we come over to one side. And to the other side. Coming back up to center. Bring those arms down. We're going to rotate around to one side. One hand's going on the knee. Other hand's going on the floor behind. And we're going to really twist around and look behind. And same to the other side. So coming around, hand goes on the knee, other hand on the floor, looking around behind. Coming back to the center, just rolling out the shoulders, giving everything a little bit of a wriggle, and you are done. Good work, guys.